welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Frey, and here on this channel I love to go over topics like cannabis, OnlyFans, and festivals. However, today is Terpene Tuesday, which means that this video is going to be cannabis related. So the topic of this cannabis related video is going to be smoke-free ways of medicating. It is extremely important to know ways of medicating using cannabis that don't necessarily require a flame or a torch. However, one of these options does require a torch, but there are electronic options as well, such as a Seahorse by Luca, or a Puffco by, or a Peak by Puffco. However, I am going to be diving into 6 other ways of medicating that are smoke-free, as well as concentrates. Concentrates just happens to be one of them on the list. So let's go ahead and dive into it, because there are plenty of situations to where you can't necessarily spark up, and it's important to still get medicated while respecting other people around you, and also respecting the venue or whatever environment that you happen to be in. Plus, not everyone can smoke, and if you're sick, you might need a smoke-free option for that time. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So per usual, I do have my little notes here, just with brief little overlays of every topic I'm going to be going over. There is 7 topics total that we're going to be going over today, but they're all going to be extremely beneficial for different reasons, because everything has their own benefits when it comes to what it's going to be good for. And cannabis is good for a lot of different reasons, not just for, getting high. So the first one is going to be topicals, which that is going to be like lotions, balms, oils, anything like that. It's absorbed through the skin, and a lot of benefits of that is going to be anti-inflammation, pain relief, skincare. I personally have a lotion that is infused with CBD and THC, so it's a 1-to-1. It is amazing for my eczema, and I also use it on my face whenever my acne gets really red and inflamed, and it works really well. Not that it is recommended for acne, but just that personally it's what I use it for. It is recommended for eczema though. So going into that, topicals, there's also the vaginal ease oil that I did a full review on, which I will link at the end of the video for you to be able to click on and watch next. And that's an amazing topical for anyone who has a vagina and has any kind of dryness, endometriosis, cramps, discomfort during masturbation or sex, anything like that. The vaginal cannabis oil is amazing for that, and it's also fairly easy to figure out how to make at home if you don't have a medical card or don't have access to it. I'm also going to apologize for my dry throat. I have had a very long day, so I am kind of just, my voice is worn out from the day. So that's it for the first one, which is topicals. Well, I guess I'll go into some features. So some features of a topical would be that it gives localized effects, so wherever you rub it is where it's going to help. So if you have pain like on your neck, you could rub it on your neck and it will help your neck specifically. As well, it's controlled dosing, so every pump you're able to read the bottle and it will tell you how many milligrams per pump. Therefore, you're able to kind of control how much you're going to use and how little you're going to use for each pain. And then the last feature would be that it's discreet. The fact that it's a lotion, a balm, an oil, it's something that isn't necessarily going to be screaming, "Hello, I'm a cannabis user." It's something that's going to be like, oh, okay, they're putting on Tiger's Balm or, Icy Hot or whatever it may be. So those are kind of some good features of a topical. Next, the next form of smoke-free medication that I would suggest is transdermals. A lot of different dispensaries have their own version of whatever kind of technology they want to call it, but they will specify that it is a transdermal product, which is essentially a topical, so a lotion, balm, or oil that penetrates the skin to enter the bloodstream, allowing systemic relief instead of localized. So essentially what that means is that when you rub it, what you want to do with transdermals is you kind of want to rub it on places that are veiny, so like where you can see your veins, so that way it has thinner skin. So I would suggest, like, you know, you can see my veins right there, so put it right there, rub it in right there. The top of your foot, the inner thigh, you know, the top of your hand. If you are super veiny right here like me, right here is also a great option. Transdermals are something that whenever they come and seep through your skin, they're going to get into your bloodstream, and they're going to be a way of medicating your entire body, like your entire nervous system and your muscular system and skeletal system, instead of just wherever you put it. Whereas a topical, you know, like I said, you put it on your neck and it will help just your neck. A transdermal, you put it on your neck and it will help your whole body. So those are very good for if you have chronic pain issues such as sciatica, or you know, any herniated discs, any pinched nerves, anything like that. I would highly suggest a transdermal opposed to a topical, or even on top of a topical, because you can use them together. So some big benefits of using a transdermal would be anti-inflammation, joint pain relief, relaxation and sleep. Because it gives you that systemic relief, it really helps just kind of wind down your whole body, which allows you to relax, fall asleep. It helps with your joint pains. It helps with the inflammation of your joints and just of your body in general. Some really cool features of some transdermals is you have localized and full body effects. So of course, wherever you put it is where you're going to have the most effects, which is why they say that you also get the localized effects as well as the full body effects, because it does seep into your bloodstream and get through systemically. It's fast acting, so with transdermals, because it's seeping through your skin and into your bloodstream, it's going to provide that relief fairly quickly, and fairly quicker than a regular topical would. Again, it is going to be discreet because it just looks like a topical, such as a lotion, balm, or oil, so it can be passed as anything such as Tiger's Balm, Icy Hot, Biofreeze, etc. So it's extremely discreet. It's a very great way to not necessarily have people push that stigma of a cannabis user onto you while still getting the benefits that you need. As well as, because it seeps through your skin, it is extremely potent. Not that it's going to make you super high. You can smoke on top of all of these methods. Every single one of these methods, you can go and spark up a blunt or a joint as well. However, it's just that transdermals are more potent than your typical topical because of the fact that they seep through your skin. So the next thing, the next smoke-free method is patches. Patches are amazing if you're not wanting to reapply, if you're trying to have sustained, long-lasting relief. And the thing with patches is that they are inevitably going to be transdermal. So you're going to get all the benefits of the transdermals that we just went over, except it's going to be in a patch. So it's going to be a little lower dosage, but it's going to be consistent. Some of them last 48 hours, some of them are 72 hours, some of them are even 24 hours. But either way, they are patches that will sustain you for a while and keep you receiving that systemic relief. Because it's kind of like a nicotine patch, just with cannabis instead. So the next category is going to be vapes or cartridges. So with vapes and cartridges, a lot of people might be confused. They do produce vapor, not smoke. So the thing with that is that with vapor, it's not going to be hanging out in the air for a while like smoke does. It quickly dissipates. On top of that, it has a low odor. So unlike smoke, it's not going to linger and smell. It's not going to seep into your walls or into your furniture. It's going to be a very seamless kind of experience, especially if you have a fan, central air, anything like that. It's not going to linger at all. It's going to be a great way to medicate without having anyone around you knowing that you're smoking cannabis. Of course, if you get a cartridge or a vape that's going to be very cannabis smelling, such as like a kush, be aware of that, because if you blow it in someone's face or around in the same room as someone, they are going to smell it, inevitably. It's just that the odor does not linger. So some of the benefits of vapes, I also forgot to say the benefits of the patches, so I'll go over that real quick. Sorry about that. The benefits of the patches is anti-inflammation, pain relief, sleep, and relaxation. So everything from the transdermal section as well, except you get a few more features. With the patches, you have, they are discreet, they are long lasting, they have CBD formulas as well, full body effects, and it is considered a controlled microdose. So I just wanted to throw that in there. I'm so sorry. Back to the vapes, back to the cartridges. So some benefits of the cartridges is pain relief, anti-nausea. A lot of people find that when they hit their vape, they have a relief of nausea and they're able to eat, which makes it an appetite stimulant as well. As depending on which strain, it can be very beneficial for sleep and relaxation as well, because of the fast acting effects of smoking, of inhaling a vape or a cartridge. I will say most of them are distillate that you're going to find. However, there are some that have diamonds in them. There's some that have live rosin, etc. Just make sure you're figuring out which one is best for you and for your needs. Some great features about vapes and cartridges is that they're fast acting, they're super easy to use. Some batteries have a button, some batteries have no button, so it's just pull activated, so super easy to use. And they are controlled dosing, so you can take as small or as big of a hit as you want or as you need, depending on what you and your tolerance is like. As well as you have a range of strains. So unlike the other three options that we went over, the topicals, transdermals, and patches, vapes and cartridges have a very broad variety of strains that you can choose from, which makes it extremely versatile. You can have one that's appetite suppressing, you can have one that's appetite stimulating, you can have one that's good for sleep, you can have one that's good for paying attention to things. You can honestly find a vape or cartridge for anything that you are looking for, which makes them a super important option to keep in mind, which I'm going to use that to go ahead and jump into the next category, which is concentrates. Concentrates are fast acting, they are potent, they have they produce vapor, not smoke, which means that they're low odor, again, not going to seep into your furniture, into your walls, anything like that. They are going to have quickly dissipating vapor, so the vapor that it produces isn't going to linger for a long time, so even if you do let out a super big cloud, it will go away pretty quickly. As well as it is the purest form of cannabis, so it has no plant matter. You're getting just the THC, the terpenes, the CBD. You're getting all of the beneficial compounds without any of the extra bullshit. And that honestly is why I personally prefer concentrates over anything, because at the end of the day, if you aren't able to have a lit torch, there are electronic options such as the Seahorse and the Puffco that allow you to have a beautiful experience with a concentrate without having to have a torch or anything like that. So some of the benefits of concentrates is pain relief, anti-nausea, sleep, appetite stimulant, and it's also an anti-spasmodic, which basically just means that it helps with tremors, spasms, things like that. A lot of people, for instance, I'm going to be doing a video here soon. I'm going to be doing a series on qualified conditions, but one of the qualified conditions is Parkinson's, and one of the unfortunate symptoms of Parkinson's is constantly shaking. And with concentrates, there has been proven with beautiful results of the instant relief that Parkinson's patients get just from one concentrate hit and being able to just calm their body for the first time in a long time. And if you can just imagine your body being tense for so long, how painful that must be, and to just be able to release your body, it's why I'm the biggest advocate for concentrates. It's the purest form of cannabis, and it's going to be the most beneficial in my opinion. So some of the features of concentrates is that it's potent, it's easy to use, you just scoop and drop. You get full body effects because, again, you're inhaling it. I would suggest to hold it as long as you can. The longer you hold it, the more time it has to work within your body before you're exhaling it, as well as it's fast acting. So typically one dab will get you good for a while, like an hour to 5 or 6 hours depending on your tolerance. So concentrates, in my opinion, are the best option. So moving on to the next is going to be one that I find very rare, which is inhalers. I find that these are extremely hard to find, and as well, they're extremely rare because of the unpopularity. The reason why they aren't so popular is because they are harsh. So it is directly to your lungs. There is no vapor, there is no smoke. It is fast and discreet, but if you've never used an inhaler before, this is more harsh than a regular inhaler. So when I would say that it's more so the shoot into the back of the throat that's going to be very harsh for people. And I've used an inhaler before, and even for me, it was harsh. It was a lot. So as someone who was kind of used to using inhalers, it seemed like a very harsh option. It could have just been the brand of which that I tried. However, again, I said, they're very rare to find. I have only found them in one dispensary, and it was a very harsh hit. I did not enjoy it, and honestly, I did not quite feel my tolerance was too high for the amount of medication that it provided. However, it's extremely beneficial if you're trying to have something that is discreet, something that looks medical, so no one can really argue with you kind of situation. If you're used to using an inhaler and you like that, just be prepared for it to be a bit harsh. Some of the benefits, though, of an inhaler is pain relief, anti-nausea, appetite stimulant, sleep relaxation, and it is also an anti-spasmodic. So again, it's going to be great for people that have Parkinson's. However, I will say it is quite a bit difficult to squeeze. It's harsh to squeeze. So if you have hand cramps or hand problems, keep that in mind. Some features about the inhalers that are specific to the inhalers is it's measured dosing. So because of the fact that it's an inhaler, you are only going to be able to get what the one pump will provide at a time. So you are able to super measure your dose. And there's no way to increase it or decrease it. You just have to take another full dose. It's portable, so you can kind of throw it in your bag, and you know that it's not going to leak, it's not going to fire in your bag or anything like that. So it's extremely portable. It's easy to use. Again, I will say it is a bit hard to squeeze, so if you have hard times doing this hand motion, have someone help you, or just use 2 hands, or just be prepared. It's fast acting and odor free. So because there's no vape, no smoke, there's absolutely no odor at all. So instead of low odor, it's absolutely odor free. And it's fast acting because it's straight into your lungs. It's straight into your face, man. And it's going to really medicate you as quickly as possible. So the last category that I'm going to be going over for smoke-free ways of medicating is oral or ingestibles. So that is edibles, capsules, tinctures, oral sprays, distillate, live resin, RSO syringes. All of those can be eaten, and they are a sublingual administration method with potent results. A lot of people say that edibles are super strong and they won't do them, and that's totally valid. Personally, for me, capsules, super strong. I use tinctures almost on the daily, on the regular, because I need them as someone with PTSD and borderline personality disorder and autism. Tinctures really help with mood stabilization. And because they are a sublingual, they do act super fast. So, I put my tinctures under my tongue, wait 30 seconds, swallow, get a chaser, and I'm pretty much good to go for the day with brightened, happy moods. And I haven't tried any oral sprays, but I've heard that they're pretty nice. And distillate, if you did not know, you can eat distillate. So if you're going to be making your own edibles at home, you want to use distillate. If you're going to be squeezing distillate into a capsule to save for later and to take at a show or whatever, use distillate. Capsules are going to be really great if you're trying to do that, because it's a great way to bring the distillate along with you without it getting everywhere. And it's also a great way to ingest it without it getting all up in your teeth. RSO, you can eat it. I will tell you it tastes fucking disgusting, but it is amazing, and it is the most potent out of all of them. Live resin, you can eat. However, I prefer to smoke it. I prefer to use it as a concentrate. So that is completely up to you. A concentrate, again, is another smoke-free option. So with live resin, you can eat it or smoke it, and it will still be smoke-free with just vapor, low odor, and you'll have a great experience from both. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the smoke-free ways of medicating that I have for you today. I hope that you were able to grab something from this. I know that I never heard of patches or inhalers before I joined the medical cannabis industry. And ever since, I have been in awe by all of the cool things that the cannabis industry continues to come up with. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey of exploring the cannabis industry and just seeing what science we can get to in the future, because there is a lot of amazing cool things with cannabis that we don't know yet, and a lot of terpenes that we don't know yet. And I'm excited to see where cannabis is going to go, and I'm going to hopefully document all of it. So if you have any special requests for a cannabis topic, please go ahead and throw it in the comments below, and I will try to add it to my list of videos to do. I do try to plan my videos ahead of time, but I will try to get it in the mix. And thank you so much for joining me here on this beautiful Terpene Tuesday. Sorry, I'm very much getting distracted by my new fish. I just got a new fish. His name is Tui, and he's amazing. He's a little tangerine koi betta fish. He's just kind of hiding right now though, but he's just super cute, and I keep looking at him, so apologies for my space brainness throughout this video. If you're going to hang out for our little smoke sesh, go ahead and do that. I'm going to be starting here in a second. If not, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you next week. Mwah. And now for our smoke sesh. So I've been rewatching The Witcher, and honestly, like, I don't understand. Like, Geralt is so fucking fine. Why? Why is he so sexy? Like, I don't understand. I really don't. And Yennefer, she's so gorgeous. And I want to be stuck in the middle of them too. Like, I want to be stuck in the middle. But today I did a custom that from one of my VIPs where I was being like a fae or whatever, a fae creature. It was so fun. I've really been loving the mix of things that people have been asking from me. It's quite interesting. It's honestly opened my horizons to a lot of things that I didn't think I would like, and a lot of these things are so fun. I'm over here having a blast. Just like, yes, keep sending me these requests. I love it. I'm here for it. I live for it. Oh yeah. That one was toasty. Alrighty, friends. I will see you next week. Thank you for coming. Mwah. Bye.